Hello and welcome. This is the weekly digest of the top stories and key events from Uzbekistan. The Legislative Chamber of Uzbekistan's Oli Majlis has ratified the landmark strategic partnership agreement with Qatar, signed in Tashkent on April 15, 2024. This agreement focuses on fostering long-term economic collaboration with initiatives to increase trade turnover, improve transport and logistics infrastructure, and attract investment to establish joint ventures. Beyond economic ties, it emphasizes cooperation in education, science, healthcare, cultural preservation, tourism, sports, and youth development. The approval signifies a commitment to building a comprehensive bilateral relations. The agreement now proceeds to the Senate for final ratification, marking the next step in formalizing this strategic partnership. Nearly 80 Uzbek labor migrants working in South Korea violated their employment agreements in 2024 by leaving their jobs without valid reasons. This breach has triggered fines totaling 2 billion Uzbek soms imposed on their guarantors, who are typically close relatives. Under a mandatory tripartite agreement, workers who abandon their contracts are penalized with a $2,000 fine per month of illegal stay, payable by their guarantors. One notable case involved a guarantor from Kashkadarya, who was fined 70.39 million Uzbek soms. The rising number of such violations has negatively impacted Uzbekistan's labor quotas with South Korea and tarnished the reputation of its workers. Authorities stressed the need for stricter monitoring and enforcement to address the growing issue. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has approved $250 million to accelerate Uzbekistan's transition to a green, inclusive and resilient economy. This program aligns with Uzbekistan's new Uzbekistan 2030 development strategy and its commitment to reducing greenhouse gas emissions per GDP unit by 35% by 2030. Key initiatives include enhancing governance frameworks to integrate climate considerations into national decision-making processes, strengthening water and land resource management to mitigate climate risks and foster economic sustainability, promoting low-carbon solutions in energy, transport and e-mobility sectors, prioritizing energy efficiency and renewable energy adoption. The program will also focus on sustainability and climate risk disclosure practices for state-owned enterprises and provide targeted benefits for vulnerable groups and women. In a humanitarian effort, Uzbekistan repatriated 15 children left without parental care across various regions in Russia. Coordinated by the National Social Protection Agency along with the Ministries of Internal Affairs, Health and Foreign Affairs, the operation took place on December 15th. 10 children identified in 6 Russian regions were placed in a social and legal assistance center for minors, while 5 additional children were housed temporarily in a Tashkent children's home. Authorities are monitoring the children's welfare, providing support for reintegration with their families, and ensuring long-term care arrangements. Air Arabia, a leading low-cost carrier in the Middle East and North Africa, has announced a new direct flight route connecting Ras Al Khaimah to Tashkent. Starting December 27th, flights will operate weekly on Fridays. This marks Air Arabia's third route to Uzbekistan, complementing existing services from Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. The new connection aims to bolster travel opportunities for tourists and business professionals, contributing to regional economic growth and tourism. Uzbekistan is considering granting 5 days of paid paternity leave for fathers within a month of their child's birth, as part of a draft law under discussion in Parliament. The proposed amendments to the Labor Code also address workplace harassment and violence, empowering employers to reassign or dismiss offenders. Domestic violence victims will be included among socially vulnerable groups and provided additional employment opportunities. These measures aim to improve work-life balance, support family welfare, and ensure gender equality in the workplace. Russian authorities have arrested a 29-year-old Uzbek citizen suspected of assassinating General Igor Kirillov, the head of the Russian Armed Forces, Radiation, Chemical and Biological Defense Forces. The suspect allegedly planted a homemade explosive on an electric scooter near the general's residence and remotely detonated it on December 17th. The Russian Federal Security Service claims the attack was directed by Ukrainian intelligence, with the promise of a $100,000 reward and relocation to Europe for the perpetrator. Ukraine confirmed its involvement. Investigations are ongoing as authorities seek additional suspects connected to the plot. Uzbekistan's Senate approved the 2025 state budget with projected revenues of 431 trillion Uzbek soms and expenditures of 480.5 trillion Uzbek soms, leaving a deficit of 49 trillion Uzbek soms. Key allocations include 52% of the budget for social programs, 41.3 trillion Uzbek soms for healthcare, and 3.6 trillion Uzbek soms for environmental protection activities. Uzbekistan and Pakistan have agreed to enhance agricultural collaboration, focusing on joint ventures and machinery production, seed development, and livestock breeding. Talks emphasized simplifying customs processes, improving trade in fruits, vegetables and food productions. Future initiatives include developing a comprehensive roadmap, forming a sectoral working group, and utilizing advanced agricultural technologies to strengthen economic ties between the two states. The Asian Development Bank will help Uzbekistan develop 500 preschools across 5 regions, benefiting 75,000 children. The initiative aligns with Uzbekistan's Strategy 2030 to modernize the education system. AIIB's role includes project structuring, private partner procurement, and ensuring sustainability, building on its previous success in supporting 100 preschools in Samarkand. Satellite monitoring by Uzbek Cosmos has uncovered 1,928 illegal waste dumps across Uzbekistan, covering 721 hectares. The Tashkent region recorded the highest number, 363, followed by Karakalpakstan 243 and Navoi 216. These unauthorized sites pose significant environmental risks to soil, water and air quality. Efforts are underway to address the issue through stricter enforcement of waste management regulations. In 2024, nearly 5.7 million Uzbek citizens traveled abroad, marking a 31.3% increase compared to last year. Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and Kazakhstan were the top destinations, followed by Russia, Turkey and Saudi Arabia. Other countries such as Egypt, Kuwait and South Korea also saw significant increases, reflecting a growing trend in international travel. 2 Russian nationals, Bislan Rasayev and Shamil Timirkhanov, are wanted by Interpol for allegedly plotting to assassinate Uzbek officials Kamil Alamjonov and Dmitry Li. The suspects were reportedly offered $1.5 million for their actions. The case has led to internal investigations and the dismissal of several Uzbek officials. Rasayev and Timirkhanov face charges under Uzbekistan's criminal code for failure to report a crime, smuggling and illegal circulation of firearms and explosives. Their details have been added to Interpol's wanted list, while Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov has denied allegations of a Chechen trace in the case. That's all for this week. See you next time. Bye.